Hello there, what's the story, what's the crack, how are you all keeping? This is the ThePandaPuncher, yes, ThePandaPuncher, welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. Now, in the short amount of time since, well, let's just pause a second. In the last video we sort of left off here, setting up the initial military for our squad, and between the ending of the last video and the start of this one I have gone and placed the, these are called archery targets. We will set these up in a second to be actually somewhere where archers can go and train. We also, between this and the last episode, I think it's F6, no, F7, we've gone and placed some items to be built here. We've got beds in the rooms, we've got tables and chairs at the bottom there, and chests up at the top, because this is going to be our first small tavern. And yeah, we want to actually make some statues. Gold statue. Make 10 of them because we will need them at some point. And the statues will in fact be placed where we're going to place them, in these sort of little alcove things. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all the kind of small things that got accidentally done between the last recording and this one. Other than that, nothing else has changed. Speaking of military, we did create the military squad, didn't we? Yes, it's Data's Arrows. Commanded by Commander Data. Yes. Yes. So yeah, the Fort of Granite Hours is coming along nicely. No big surprises yet, and things are slowly but surely getting done. And yeah, we're just going to leave the... Oh, we're saving. We must be heading into summer or something like that. Not too sure which season it'll be. I accidentally let the earlier recordings of this series run on a wee bit too long. They ended up, I think one was 36, 37 minutes long, and it's just too long. I'm probably going to try and end the videos between 25 and 30 minutes, depending on what's going on at the time. But the 30-minute mark should be the maximum. 30, 31 minutes, you know, something like that. But yeah, just waiting for the save to finish, and then we can get back to it. Hopefully now that we do have a lot of dwarves, oh yay, the second floor is finished. So now we can start building fortifications, and that's capital F. Now this will allow our dwarves to stand on the floor that's to the left of this big green X line and shoot through the fortifications. And because it'll be too high, creatures won't be able to climb over them, which gives us a relative amount of defense, which is what you want. Due to the unique nature that I need to make sure that I'm made out of wood, because I don't want to waste our stone. Stones slow to haul, so they'll be spending their entire lives hauling up one stone block to create one fortification whenever there's logs sitting about everywhere, so we just use them. No, oh, sorry. Oh, I was going to say something. I'll bring it up. Yeah, the unique pathfinding of the dwarves. If I see the way I've missed out the corner at the top, and if I actually show you what I'm going to do down here, I am actually going to leave a gap in the bottom right there, so that they can have space to actually build those corner blocks. Because if you don't give them space, they will build all the walls around it. They will say, if I go F, show you here. Say if I built this in right now, they would build the wall where the X is. They would build this wall here as well, and this one would never get built because they don't have any path to it. So you leave a space, and then at the end you finish it off by building the individual little block that needs finishing off. This should be a relatively quick process due to the fact that we have so many dwarves. We are up to 34, which after our last migration wave, I am not naming them. That's just crazy. If I had dwarf therapist, and if I had like a list of names already pre-configured that I could choose names from, you know, the way like anytime they're doing this kind of thing on, say, if Quill is streaming it or somebody's doing it on YouTube, they name them after subscribers and stuff. They just pull up a list and choose a name at random, and boom, there's the name of the dwarf. I'm not in a position to do that. Not too bothered by that either. I'm just saying I would rather have the names personalized, because when stuff happens to them, like combat and fey moods and strange moods and artifacts and stories, it'd be nice to have them personalized. So it does. Again, I'm finding it difficult to actually play stuff and chat at the same time. It's just sometimes whenever things get a wee bit hectic, you just have to be quiet and just concentrate on what you're doing. You need to make sure now that all the grazing animals are actually there. Yes, they are. So we shouldn't have a big long list of oh, such and such has been found starved to death, such and such has been found starved to death, blah blah blah. Shouldn't have that anymore. And thankfully we finished most of the, well, the only smoothing we had designated so far. I think I actually designated, no, I haven't designated this to be smoothed yet. But as you can see, they're slowly getting the rooms installed down here. And this will be for any guests who decide to visit the fort. So yeah. Back down to the military. That's what we need to concentrate on. Oh, what is that that's floating around though? A cave crocodile. Now, we actually need to check to make sure is there anything else about Turkey and Turkey. Only the one cave crocodile, but he could cause a bit of bother. Not gonna lie. He could be problematic. Not too concerned though. Need to queue. No, it's need to do it from the lever that I placed to deal with this bridge down here. Add new task. Link with bridge. No, not that bridge. Not that bridge. Not that bridge, but this one. Few mechanisms. And build T. We need to build some cage traps. And, well, we'll need to build some extra cages as well. So if anything gets through here, like this, if this cave crocodile walked through our open gate and we had some cage traps actually there and fully set up, he would get caught by one. It's simple as. So it would ease my... Now I'm kind of not sure I want to put the military down there. One of the things is, right, we were going to put the military training down here simply because it would provide us some defense if anything did wander in here, such as a cave crocodile. He could just wander up the stairs into our, you know, fort and just be a big pain in the ass. But the second thing I have to consider is that if the dwarves only stay inside, especially the military dwarves, if they stay inside training down at a cavern level, for example, they will become cave adapted. And the problem with that is all your sieges and your fights and enemies will 99 times out of 100 attack over on the top level here. So if you have cave adapted dwarves fighting outside, they will get sick. So on the battlefield they'll be all sick, they won't be able to fight as well, and you're left there with your whole screen being filled with vomit and a military that can't really do much. So yeah, not really what you want from dwarves, but again, we'll see what happens. Trying to think of where and what shall I do to actually sort out. Some fortifications are starting to be built, but we don't have many idlers, so everybody must be doing something. Yeah, storing items, constructing buildings, making charcoal, bolts. Few with a no job, but again, nothing crazy. So that's good to see. JMQ wooden cage, please. Let's get another 30 of them set up. Aye. What to do with the military? I kind of don't want to go down the line of making them train underground because, well, one, I've never done that. I know you can get cave adapted, and you can get what, daylight sickness or whatever the hell you want to call it, by leaving the fort. Let's just see what else is going on. Yeah, planting's grand. Our furniture is going kind of mental. Hold on. Let's get rid of some of that furniture. We need to build a cabinet. And we should have a pile of them already made. Yes, we do. That's F. Ah. So each of these rooms will eventually all have a cabinet and a coffer in it. Coffers, you know, the big rock things. Now the problem is it's classified as a container, but so are like leather bags and thread bags and stuff like that. And it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to sort through. You can, when placing stuff, place restrictions on the kind of items that the dwarves can actually put there, but again, that just seems like a pain in the ass as well. I just kind of want them to do what I want them to do without me having to think too hard about it. We shall fire them in here as well since we have enough. Yep. Need to put doors in these rooms down here. So I do. Also need to put doors in the ones upstairs, but these ones here will get priority because I kind of want to get the tavern up and going. See, speaking of doors, let's... don't really have a pile, but there's 10 available and there's 10 rooms here. Since I use up all 10, the automatic work order we have should get them being median, which is good and handy. Whoops, don't pause. Actually, I remember reading a message in the sort of console last time I ended the game. No, the tables and doors are still being there. It said the jobs were cancelled and I was getting kind of worried. See, once all the cabinets are installed, as you can see, one of the issues is that you can see here a flashing cloak. And the dwarves don't... they're picky bastards, but they don't like having mess lying about. And sometimes you'll see a piece of food lying in the thing. So that's what all the containers and cabinets and stuff do. It just means they have somewhere to put their things. And it just keeps them all happy. What is this? A human caravan from Mong Sina has arrived. Okay. To that end, let's get a trader here and see what they have, and if they have, I don't know. I don't know if I want to necessarily steal everything they have. It might be good to not piss off the humans. The humans are, in my opinion, far superior to the elves in terms of armaments. Their weapons are better, their armor is better, they don't complain and whine as much, and of course, they're not elves. So, let's see, trade. Oh, they have a lot of stuff. If we marked all of it, it's worth 60,000 dwarf books. See, they might fight. So if we, do you want to leave the screen? Yes. If we pause a sec, go to units. They have a lot of merchants with them. You have to consider one crossbowman, merchant, swordsman, maceman, and I don't have any military. I have a squad created, but they haven't even trained once, so it's probably best not to piss these guys off. So let's go back in here and move goods. Select wooden spiked ball. No. Weapons bin? Yeah. I don't want to use the racks. I want just the bins. Wooden weapon bin, weapon bin, weapon bin. And we should have a finished goods bin as well. This will contain a whole pile of different bits and pieces. Whoopsie. And resume. So our dwarves should take all of those up, and it should move a lot quicker this time because everything is in bins instead of individual items. And once I give that a bit of time, we can go back in and see how much money we can get for what we have. I mean, again, it's not as though we are stuck for anything right now. It would probably just be nice to buy some easy armor and some easy weapons from these humans. F5. How is things going on here? So you're constantly making charcoal. So whenever you're not making ash, I need you to also make charcoal. Repeat. Yeah, that's fine. And smelt native gold ore. Really? Okay. F6. My crocodile's still moping about, but we do have a few traps getting built there. And most of the cabinets are now in place. Just 2 more to go. That should mean that, yeah, the doors are all done there as well. Nice things are coming along nicely there, and I think maybe this should be done. If I go to G, trading, all the finished good bins there. Should be 2 weapons bins as well. Yeah. Okay, let's trade. Now, we want to sort this by... See, they won't take any of the dwarven wooden weapons like the growing pine short sword, the applewood spear, the persimmon wood short sword, because they're shit. That is why the elves are stupid. W, search for spiked wooden ball. Mark, yep. Mark all of them. W, search for goblet. Look at the amount of gold goblets. Let's escape from that search. Mark all them. 125,000. Are you serious? We are going to be able to buy out these guys everything they have. So let's, instead of seeing what we have to offer, let's see what we want from them, and then we'll pay for it. I think that's a good idea. We'll take all your metal bars because they could come in handy if someone gets a fey mood and they need a particular type of metal to craft their artifact and they don't get it, and you can't smelt it because you don't have the raw resources. It's a headache, and you want to avoid it. So, boom. Probably take some of your gems, some of your blocks, some of the glass. Don't really care about your clay. Rope. Yeah, rope will come in handy. Yeah, why not? Let's just keep taking stuff at random. Don't really care for the animals, but I do want the cages. I'll take all your... Probably going to end up taking most of this stuff, you know. Don't want training axe. Is there any other training weapons there? Yeah, I don't want your training spear. Copper great axe. Nice. Iron scepter, copper pick. Training axe, no. Flail, crossbow, mace, axe, bow, morning star. Don't care what it is, I'll take it. Iron pick, don't want any training stuff. Maul, halberd, warhammer, mace. Oh, this is pile of clothes and boots and shoes, because at the end of the day we do need them, and I couldn't be bothered setting up a what would you call it? A clothing industry. It's just a pain in the ass, to be honest. Should just really mark all, but I don't want all because some of it's shite. Where am I? There we go. Although, speaking of clothing industry, we are taking a load of bins of leather and cloth and stuff, so we could temporarily make some stuff. I will probably put in an order to create a couple of full sets of leather armor to ensure that our military is at least archers are fully kitted out, because they only take leather armor anyway. Yeah. Now we have a lot of bolts. Big hoof amulet, don't care. Silver bolts, don't need arrows. Dwarves only use, and this is a fact, only use crossbows. A bow is an elven weapon. You don't catch any seeing dwarf using a bow. Psh. Big adamantine warhammer. That's what you want. Don't want to take all of this food, it just take forever to store it. Take some yarn, some thread, some trousers, leggings, loincloths, quivers. Don't really care for your weapons parts, because we're not going to make them. Some horse cheese. Always good to have a variety of food and stuff. Let's take some splints, crutches, get some books because we will want to create a library at some point. Copy. Yep, some sheets, some codexes, some parchments, and there we go. So that's a total of 47,000. This won't take long to balance out. Already down. We need to give them a decent profit, probably about 15,000 profit. But that'll still leave us with a ridiculous amount of goblets. Not got that. Now if I clear the search, it'll have the wooden yeah, the wooden balls, and they bring in their profit up to like £49,000. So we should actually take out a lot of the goblets because we don't need to give them that many. If we take it down to like -14, take out the goblets, they're still making 22,000 profit, and trade. Perhaps you will consider the following fortress goods were labelled. Is that a couple extra? How many goblets? Trader profit, they want the 45. T accept. Starting with the trading, we still have probably the guts of 70,000-80,000 pounds worth of goblets that we can trade, and we're still making them. So the trader is no longer requested, and away we go. So yeah, lots of weapons. I mean, a lot of weapons. So we need to consider military. Probably should get another squad. Let's create squad, point of this leader. Metal armor. So, who is good at... Oh, you're skilled. Axe Dwarf Cisco. So let's rename this. Cisco's Warriors. And exclamation mark. So now, we need to find other people who have... Ooh. Okay, kind of appropriate that... some of the named people: Adequate Wrestler, Spears Dwarf, Lasher, Hammer Dwarf, and a lot of other people are already in the other squad. So we'll get some untrained people. I need to make sure I didn't take anybody out. I did. Rage. Sacriel. Or Sacriel. He could be in Data's Arrows as well. Pretty sure. Yep, there we go. And build armor stand A. I can go here. Yep. And I'm pretty sure that's all. A gremlin? Where? No. There he is too. Look at him, sneaky little bastard. Did not know that we were going to get gremlins. So he's just going back down again. How did he get over the traps? Are they not armed? Cage trap. Maybe we just need more. And to that, build T. See how many more cages and stuff do we have? Not a lot. That'll do. So yeah, military Q. We can make this a barracks / armory. Done. Let's assign Cisco's Warriors. You can train here. And let's give the name. Let's just top training. Just so I know this is the little training area at the top of the fort. So yeah, now we need to go into the military. We need to go into Cisco's Warriors, schedule, and hold on, how do I... Trying to remember how to remove the order. Cancel order, no schedule order. So they only train every other month, so that, you know, they aren't busy all of the time. But once we get a lot of dwarves, that won't be an issue, because we'll just have a dedicated military squad. So every other month, around that little armor stand I placed there, all the members of Cisco's Warriors will come together and spar and train and all that, and then they'll eventually Once the month ends, they'll go off and they'll start doing the normal things again. And at the minute, I have it such that 1 month Cisco's Warriors is training, and the other month Data's Arrows are training. And we need to, you know what, since they're not permanently training, and they won't permanently be, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? They won't permanently be in a cave. Why is that stuff getting destroyed? Is it the gremlin stealing stuff? Because there was a whole row of these arrow things up here. Huh. Okay, we're going to have to build something up here then. Build wall. Not wall grid. Build C. Wall. But then we'd have to, you know what? You're going to train down here with the chickens. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have that. Oops. Boom. There we go. Resume. Actually, you know what? Need to make this a bit wider. In case we have more military later on, we can just easily expand this to whatever needs we will have. Build door just so that I know about it. There you go. Done and done. This should get done really quickly. We have a lot of picks about, so if there's any dwarf not doing the job, he'll get assigned a digging job, and this will be done, since it's also going to be super quick due to the fact that we are digging in clay or sand, or what is it? Yeah, black sand wall. Not really the most secure of material to build foundations of a fort on. Sacriel has some... no. What is... Odo has created a masterpiece. What is going on? Oh, detected water. Bastards. Yeah, stamp stone, I know. Just do as you're told. Be great. What is up here? It is right below that, because he detected it here, so he did. Okay, now they should be fine to mine out. You don't want to accidentally flood your fort and drowning any dwarves that are caught in its path. We mark these for digging. Should get done alright. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Armor stand, please. No, not armor. Actually, you know what? We do need an armor stand in here. We shall have it there. Doorite armor stand. Where is the weapons rack button icon? I can never remember it. It's R. Let's put one here. Yep. And there. I like symmetry. So I does, and we'll have more armor. No, one more armor stand each. There we go. And now we want some containers, so where they can store their weapons and armor and stuff between training sessions, I suppose. Need to put the containers down in the bedrooms as well. As you can see, H container, it has dorite coffers with quartzite coffers, the stone ones, but they also have hemp bags, wool bags, birchen chests, so that's wood stuff, and it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get exactly what you want. Whoops, resume. Oh, build. Let's put cap blocks. A archer target. Yes. No, not platinum bars or sterling or sapistine blocks. Just wood. A. Wood, please. There we go. You're going to still keep giving me that. So that's irritating. I don't really have to use this many targets, but it's the way I've done it. Every single time I've set up an archery training area, this is how I set it up. I'm not going to change now, primarily due to the fact that it's served me well. I mean, other than the usual stories that you hear from people who play Dwarf Fortress, where a werepanda or something crazy comes along at the start, for the most part my forts have held up pretty well to the challenges it has faced. Of course, when you enter the fun zone, when you dig deeply and greedily, then things do become interesting. And the final thing I'll do here is whoops. What does R do again? Reports? What? Anyway, the final thing I want to do here before ending this video is wait. Resume queue. What is going on? May have pressed a button that has screwed everything up. Oh, still the cap lock's on. God damn it. I'm going to make this barracks so that, well, it's set up. Boom. This one shall be main barracks. And nobody will be set to train there yet, but we will set that up in the next episode, because that's what the archery targets are for. But yeah, things coming along. We are initial military setup. We probably have most of the fortifications done up here, and we're trading really well. We've got lots and lots of golden goblets about. We probably should have kept an eye on this, designate the rooms, set up the tavern, but again, they'll all have to wait till the next episode, because this video is over. Please go away, and until next time, good luck and goodbye.